Live already. Am I early? I think I'm early. Yeah, by 4 minutes. That's okay. I'm tired tonight. So, it has been a crazy, crazy, crazy week. I don't know how you guys have been doing this week, but oh my goodness. But it's my own fault. Like, I went to the Realtor convention last week and it was awesome. It was amazing. But basically, I have all the work from last week that I didn't get a chance to do because I was at the Realtor convention, and now all the work from this week didn't go anywhere. So yeah, it's like 2 weeks of work packed into 1 week right before a holiday weekend. So yeah, it's a little intense this week. But you know what? It was kind of nice. It's nice to feel needed. It's good. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know, how are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? I know I love the Friday lives just because, you know, you guys actually talk and ask questions and stuff. It's kind of fun. So anyway, I got to see my boys down in Miami. They came up to visit Ocala, and that was kind of fun. So that was, I don't know, it was kind of neat. Hello, hello. There we are. There's people. Oh my goodness. I'll just sit here and talk to myself. Yeah, honestly, that's how it normally goes, is I'm sitting here talking to the camera. Nobody's there. Just, I mean, you really got to think I'm some kind of crazy. I've literally got hours and hours and hours and hundreds of footage, like videos of me talking to myself, essentially, because there's nobody there. I don't have a camera person that follows me around. It's me and myself. Okay, am I still live? I think it kicked me off. Oh no. Hi. Oh, okay. Am I back? I know that was weird. Like, we just closed on Tuesday and love Ocala. Oh, I'm so glad you're still on. Okay, good. It was so weird. The whole thing went gray and it said that I was having connectivity issues. I was like, I haven't done anything. Like, I'm on my Wi-Fi at my house. Might have to go and check with my daughter. She is like downloading 15 different movies off of Netflix or something. I don't know. I said, don't talk myself down. Yeah. Do you have arguments with yourself? I literally have arguments with myself. Like, especially when it's time to go to the gym at like 6:30 in the morning. I don't know who wins, but it is a straight up argument. Both parties disagree. Sometimes one wins, sometimes, yeah. And I don't know who these people are. It's like, it's me. So I'm arguing with myself. I don't know. It's kind of creepy. That's creepy, right? I don't know. So somebody, let's see. Somebody put a message on, and I just kind of laughed. But some of the messages on the YouTube, the comments and stuff are so funny. But like, one was like, how's the nightlife? And I'm like, you're asking a 41-year-old mom with like a crazy hour job, like, what the nightlife is like. I don't know. I wouldn't know. But anyway, I'm gonna have to go find the nightlife. Any tips for new homeowners? Yes, absolutely. Go and get your homestead exemption right away. Go to, as soon as you have your paperwork from the title company, immediately, or as soon as you humanly possibly can, go and get that done, because there's only, like, there's a deadline on it. You don't want to miss, you know, an entire year of not having a homestead exemption, because that's like under $1,000. I mean, that's a sizable discount. So like 1,000, 1,500, I don't know what kind of house you bought, but so yeah, do not delay. Go and get your homestead exemption as quickly as possible. That is my #1 advice for new homeowners. I don't know. Was that what you were looking for? You were probably looking for something a little bit more fun, but wow, okay. That's what I tell everybody. I have advice for everybody and anything. Just ask. It's fun. It's like a genie. If I could just conjure up more houses right now, that would be fantastic. We're still low on houses. It's annoying. It's really annoying. It's good for sellers, but it's frustrating. What else? Does nobody else have questions, comments, concerns? We have your chance to talk to a realtor or, you know, at least an Ocala resident and ask any and all questions you want. I'm not going to try and sell to you or anything like that. Just chit chat. I mean, it's like, you know, I just kind of figure all you guys are just friends. So I'm like, you know, the aunt or the niece or the cousin or whatever that's in real estate. You know, you can ask all the questions you want. You probably may or may not follow the advice I give if you're anything like my relatives. Do you sell many homes in Citrus County? Yes. Actually, one of my friends from Citrus County, she was actually a buyer of mine from like years ago. And you know, some of these people, you get close to them, you really love them, and you just keep them. So she was actually, she was a buyer in Citrus County, and I saw her today. She came and picked up my daughter, and they both love thrift store shopping. Like, my daughter would rather go to a thrift store than the mall any day of the week. She's weird. I don't know. But yeah, so she actually was a buyer of mine in Citrus County, and obviously she's happy with her investment. It's her personal home, but she's happy with it. But yeah, we do actually sell quite a few houses. We have, I've got 3 agents in Citrus County that live in various places in Citrus County, and that's like all we do over there. So, and we actually opened a Denellen office to kind of help, because technically Denellen is in Marion County, but part of it is in Citrus County. And we own a house in Citrus County as well that we rent out. So yeah, we do. I used to live in Citrus County. When I first moved to Florida, I actually lived in Citrus County. My grandparents did. They were like the only people I knew. So Florida. I flipped a coin. It was either here or California. I'm pretty happy with my decisions, all things being said, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. Is there something you guys would like to know about, or I mean, is there some kind of videos that you guys, I mean, there's videos I'm already working on. I'm always working on. Today I went to this really cool pizza place called J Rocks. It was awesome. Oh, wait, that's normally a good thing. Anything else available for a second home buyer? Not that I can think of. Well, I mean, it's kind of more expensive for the first, we'll get back to the pizza place in a minute. It's a little, that's crazy, Mike. That's crazy. Okay, so for the question on the second home, that's a really hard question to answer because it really kind of goes into your own personal finances and goes into a lot of that. What I would recommend is maybe look into a hard money lender. I know you're going to have to do a down payment and all of that. Or you can wait some time. If you have like one investment property already, just wait a little bit of time and then go ahead and put a different mortgage on that one. Use the money from that one to help finance the second one. I know investment in properties and all of that, it does take a lot of patience, but it's also incredibly lucrative. Because otherwise nobody would do it because it's not worth the headache. Oh, the joy of tenants. But yeah, I would say there's a lot of different investment ideas that you can do. I actually well, I can't get into our new property manager too much because he hasn't started with us yet. But anyway, I was just talking to him, and yeah. Oh, first house is paid off. Is that was that a investment property as well, or is that your personal home? Ben and I are going to sit here and have a consultation. I know nothing. I probably shouldn't call him Ben. It's probably Benjamin. But yeah, if you have one property already that is a paid off investment property, you could go to I love that area. I was over in that area today, Mike. It was. I don't want to live there, but it's great for the doctor's appointments and stuff. There's a whole slew of doctors over there, but HOA, whew. Yeah, for the investment property, you could go ahead and put a mortgage with a hard money lender on the first house and take the 50% or whatever that you could put on that one and use that money to put a sizable down payment on the second house. If that makes sense. So yeah, there's some philosophies and stuff. It really, 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 really depends on your finances and what your goals are. It was your personal house. Okay, so you've got you're wanting to do your first investment property. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do no money down, but if your personal home is completely paid off, you could go ahead and put a small mortgage. You don't have to mortgage the whole thing, and you actually wouldn't even need to do a hard money lender in that case. So you could go ahead and do a mortgage on that house and then take the funds from that and put it towards the second house. Do not forget to equate for risk in that scenario, because right now you have a fully paid off house, right? You don't want to like mess with it too much. But yeah, if you want to get into details on that stuff, I would say probably go ahead and give me a phone call, because you can go down the rabbit hole, and there's a lot of interesting things that can happen with that. Because 1031 exchanges are kind of getting dicey right now, and just with the current administration, there's some interesting changes that are coming. So yeah, well, yeah, not that you're doing a 1031 exchange on your personal home, can't do that anyway, but there are some things that you can do. So, but just caution, and do not forget to equate for risk. I always find investors are like looking for the bigger, better deal, and it's like, okay, but at the same time, once you have a mortgage on something, that means that you no longer technically own it. Somebody else is owning part or all of it, and you're paying them for it or whatever. So just, yeah, caution on that one. Ooh, my honey just came in. I'm doing a YouTube live. Normally I do this in my home office, but I was being like seriously lazy tonight, so I just brought like the whole ring and everything, and I'm quite frankly much more comfortable in here. So it's actually quieter too, because my office is right over by the front door, so, and there's like all tile out there, so the sound just bounces everywhere. But so now I'm in here. But anyway, but yeah, Mike, it's crazy that you're actually like driving around seeing places that I talked about. That is so weird. It's weird when you guys like watch my videos and then like drive around and you're like, I do have 20 out of 100% available put down. Well, go ahead and put that down. Yeah, I would say I mean, the interest rates are still pretty low even for a second home, so go for it. So yeah, leave your personal home alone then. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's like, wow, you've made it. You're doing great. You got a paid off home, and you got 20% to put on an investment property. That's awesome. That's really, really great. So, there are some, on a second home, there's just not as many great deals that you can do. Any info on homeschool groups and meetups in Ocala? Oh my God, there's so many. There's so many. Yes, absolutely. With COVID on the rise a little bit right now, they're not as common as usual, but a lot of them are outdoors. I would say if you could check on the city of Ocala, they actually have a homeschool day on Wednesday over at Brick City Park. Check and see if they're doing it. Like I said, every time COVID goes up, they cancel, but they actually do like science classes and art classes and PE and stuff like that for the homeschool kids for, you know, a few bucks, and you can just do one or just the other or whatever. And you can go ahead and meet a lot of the parents that way and just kind of chit chat with them. There's also homeschool days over at like the Discovery Center. The Discovery Center is our science museum kind of thing. I have yet to do a video for that. I'm sorry. I'll get to it. I promise I'll get to it. There's just a lot of really cool stuff I'm doing right now. So, yeah, but oh my goodness, there's so many. And then of course there's Facebook groups, like insane amounts of Facebook groups. And there's just so many different kinds of homeschooling that I've seen. I've seen like unschooling, Florida virtual schooling, no programs. Like, I mean, you can run the gamut. There's Christian homeschooling. There's just co-ops. There's just so many different levels of that. It's whatever you're in. I would say probably do Facebook in the groups, because then you can kind of figure out what parents you like mesh with and then do like meetup groups there. But yeah, the city of Ocala actually does their own meetups so that the kids can like, you know, hang out and stuff, and they can do PE and they can do science and they can do art and all of that stuff. I'd say it's really more for under 12. They do some other stuff for high school level kids, but I did have a hard time because Lexi is, she's advanced in her grade, but because they do it by age group as opposed to grade level, she was doing art that was at like high school level, and they were doing it at like elementary school level. And so she's like, I've got a pipe cleaner and I've turned it into a duck. And I'm like, and you know, meanwhile she's drawing these really amazing drawings and learning, you know, how to shade and stuff like that, and she's basically having to learn on YouTube. So just keep it with a grain of salt. It's basically just to kind of, you know, figure out their age and their group or whatever. So anyway, and then somebody else made a comment and I missed it, and I don't know how to get it back up. Hold on. Oh, wait. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's cool. Okay. What are the most frequent natural disasters in the area? There we go. I got the whole thing pulled up. Most frequent natural disasters. Probably thunderstorms. Like, sure. A fellow homeschooling mom. You guys know I was homeschooled my entire life, right? Like, all my, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, probably severe thunderstorms. Those are kind of the most nasty. We don't really get hurricanes, really. We're not in that area. We don't have a beach. We're landlocked. We're right in the middle of, and like pretty far up north as well. So we're like north central Florida is what they call it. So there's not a lot of hurricane damage, but the wind with like a severe, oh, I know what it was. You know what? Lightning. We do get a lot of lightning. So yeah, I would say probably lightning would be one of the things that's like the most natural, the common natural disaster. We don't really get a lot of flooding here. I mean, we'd have to like have a hurricane literally land right on us and stay there for a very long time for us to get flooding. It's all sand. It just, like, my yard will, you know, if we have like torrential downpour for like days or something, it'll like have water, and then 10 minutes later it's gone. So but lightning, oh man, they hit the trees, man. That is some scary stuff. So my husband does not like lightning. He's 6'4", I'm 5'4". The chances are he's getting struck, not me. So yeah, if it's lightning outside, he ain't going outside. He's like, he knows. We were not happy about the higher HOA fees, expected more in regards to lawn yard maintenance. We shocked when they call property management, and I missed it. And there we go. And was told they cut lawn and bare minimum shrubs. Shaking my head. Yeah, that sounds about right. As soon as you said Cali Hills, I was like, oh yeah, HOA, yeah. Yeah, the HOA is kind of expensive over there, but it's really the location. The location is fantastic. I mean, everything is like right there. For me personally, I wouldn't move to Cali Hill because it's just not my kind of place. I don't like, you know, I don't like living in subdivisions where they're gonna like check to see if I've weeded my garden bed. That just irritates me on a level I can't explain. I don't need like, you know, acres and acres of land or something like that. But if anybody ever came with a gardening stick or like binoculars and a clipboard to my house, I don't think I would react very well. I was raised in Texas. We don't do that stuff. So I just know personally I can't do it. My husband, I think he would happily move to like the villages and he'd be totally fine. I think I would end up fighting with all the neighbors. So it's not, I need more space. I need space between the houses, and I need like, my area is my area and just mind your business. And so I don't think I can do it, but some people can, and some people love it. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I mean, if I pay for it, it should be mine. That is my thought. But yes, of course, I want the neighborhood to look nice. I understand why some people like it. Not gonna knock it for other people. It's just not for me. It'd probably be fine for my husband. I think he would even get posted, but you know, with the notices. But for me personally, it's not for me. For me, the perfect land would be basically we've got about 1/3 of an acre. When we got to this subdivision like 5 years ago, it was trees on all sides, and now it's houses on all sides. And I'm not really adapting well to that. I would like to have more trees. So I'm thinking like an acre of land where I have about 1/3 of it cleared and the rest is all just trees surrounding me. That's my little slice of heaven. So if we were going to go to move or something, that's probably what I would look for. I don't necessarily want trees by my house because, again, lightning. Uh, or storms or whatever. We do get thunderstorms, scrub pines and tumbleweed. I'm fine with that. I like the scrub pines and stuff. You know, it gives that just, it looks very, very natural and just rural and whatever. So I'm fine with that. Totally fine with it. But yeah, for me, that's my little slice of heaven. For other people, they want that Disney look where all the houses are cookie cutter and very similar. And that's fine too, but then you do have to deal with HOA. So, not really for me. But yeah, I'd say probably if I were going to do that kind of location, I probably would have gone a little bit further west of I-75 instead of east of 75, because there's some really cool subdivisions that are kind of tucked away. If you ever go down 200, there's of course you're going to go down 200, but everybody goes down 200. That's what the Starbucks is. But if you go down 200 past 75 on your right hand side, there's like Sam's Club, and then there's the Heathbrook Marketplace on the left. If you go directly to the right, there's this really cool subdivision right there that I absolutely love. And it seems very rural, but at the same time, they have like a community park there. I love that subdivision. I forgot the name of it. I've sold houses in there and I still forgot the name of it. But I really love that little subdivision. There's another one just north of that as well. I think it's called Timberwood. Anyway, but all of those are 1 acre lots. And they're, each of the houses are very unique. And I don't even know that they have a subdivision or an HOA at all. So that's another one I like. So for those, I mean, there are where you can still get that location wise where you want it, but not necessarily have that HOA Stepford Wives kind of look, you know? So, but again, you know, to each their own. You just kind of, I try and figure out each person's personality and what they would be happiest at, and normally I can figure out the subdivision to fit them to, based off of their personality. Because I mean, it's your home, you should be comfortable there, right? That's what it's all about. Literally, that's what real estate to me is all about, is figuring out where people are going to be comfortable, where they're going to be home. So I don't know. But okay, oh yeah, I promised you guys I was going to go back to the pizza place. So there's this pizza place called J Rocks. And if you look it up online, it has like the best reviews. And what's crazy is the reviews are not necessarily about the food. It's the, you're welcome. It is about the service, and it's totally and completely true. J-Rocks, their service is outstanding. It's absolutely amazing. You walk in and they just automatically assume you're family, and if you're not family yet, you're gonna be, and they just treat you accordingly. And it's just, that is just so Ocala to me. It's not even funny. So it's right there. It's right by Calla Hills. Actually, it's over by the Walmart. I want safety, but don't like HOA. Well, good luck with that. I hope you have a gun. I don't know. Like, you just put you out in the forest and give you a rifle. What? I'm sorry. My husband was looking at me, shaking his head. You can't say stuff like that. Man, YouTube's gonna block me now. Just dying. Okay. But yeah, no, that I was talking about that J Rocks, and no, it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. So But yeah, I would highly recommend that you go over to that one. They were just like super, super nice in there. I'm sorry, but somebody was trying to call and text and all sorts of stuff at the same time. I should have done do not disturb. I'm learning. I'm still learning on this, okay? It's a work in progress. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know. What else do you guys want videos of? I know that's kind of hard to say because you don't live here, or some of you guys do, I guess now. But I try and show everything that I see and do on a weekly or monthly basis. I mean, if I see something cool and I want to go and do it, I just kind of take the camera with me and like, hey, this is what I'm doing today. Like tomorrow I am going to, have you guys ever heard of the Grandview, let me see, Grandview Invitational? Anybody? It's like, it's a thing here. Anyway, it's Clydesdales. I love Clydesdale. I mean, I don't want to ride them because those things are freaking huge. They're huge, like really. But yeah, the Clydesdale horses, they have like all of these, you know, international champions and stuff, and you can actually go and take a tour of a working horse farm with all these Clydesdales. And I just think they're the coolest horses. I know there's so many really cool horses, like the ones that like dance when they walk and stuff and all that. But the Clydesdales are they're just majestic. I mean, they're just huge, massive with the hairy paw. Oh my goodness, hooves. I almost said paws. That's so bad. Like garage sales. Yeah, I do. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go and do a tour of the farm, and I was like, yeah, is it okay if I, you know, take a YouTube channel video the whole time I'm out here? So you guys are gonna see the Clydesdale farm, which I just think is cool. I mean, it's like a 2-hour thing that we're gonna go and like walk all over, and you know, what's going on with this. Somebody keeps trying to call in, even though Friday night on a holiday weekend at 7 o'clock at night. I'm just telling you guys, there is no rest for the weary. I think it's for the wicked, but either way. Anyway, so we're going to go check out the Clydesdales tomorrow, and I'm also going to go and do Hammer and Stain. And it's this really cool place. Like, they have like these wood things, and you basically do it yourself, and you like put the words on there and stain it and everything. And I don't know, it's just nifty. It's something that I've done before, but it was before the YouTube channel, so I didn't really share it. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to do it again, and this time I'm bringing y'all with me. So those are a couple of things that I'm doing this weekend, and just kind of sharing it. But I don't know like what kind of stuff you guys want to see. I mean, I am going to go out to the elephant thing next weekend. I'm going out to the elephants. I'm going to go feed them. Yes, we have elephants here. We have live wild monkeys. We have gators. We have all sorts of craziness. But I'm going to go out to the elephant refuge or whatever, and I'm going to do some videos of that. I'm going to go to Devil's Den. This is just, again, this is stuff that I've been wanting to do and go and do anyway. It's just now I take the YouTube videos and stuff too. So I don't know. But I don't know, if there's anything you guys are interested in or you've heard about and you want to see or you want to hear about, I can go and do those too. So just let me know. You know, something I've been wanting to do and I haven't done is go out to the Ocala National Forest. There's places where you can rent ATVs, which for us are four-wheelers. I don't know what you guys call them, but you can go four-wheeling all through the Ocala National Forest on these paths and stuff, and you can go on a 2-hour tour, a 6-hour tour, 8-hour tour. You go, you know, there's places where you can go swimming in between and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm going to probably be doing that pretty soon. I want to wait until the weather gets a little bit cooler. So there's this nice, perfect in between where it's still hot enough that you can go swimming, but it's cool enough that you don't die outside. So I'm waiting for that. And then I haven't done a video. I've gone swimming with the manatees many, many times. I do not go on a tour of swimming with the manatees. You just go out and rent a John boat for like $60 over at Plantation Inn down in Homosassa, and you take that up. As long as you don't go into the manatee areas where they're not to be messed with and touched or anything like that, you can't go in those areas. But if they're out there just swimming in the river, it ain't no big deal. Just get in the water with them. They're just big old, you know, sea cows. They're real cool. comfortably. The question is, how late in the year can you go swimming? Okay, so there's difference. Like swimming, like regular swimming in a pool, you can pretty much do that year round. I don't know that I'd do it January and February. You can, but it's just uncomfortable. But if you're going swimming in the springs, like over in the Ocala National Forest or over in with the manatees or something, that water temperature does not change. It is cold, which is great when it's hot out. But if it's kind of chilly outside and you're in the cold water, I think it's like 68 degrees year round or something thereabouts. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. You can do it. It's just uncomfortable. So, going to the beach and stuff, oh, you can go to the beach year round. That's not a big deal. As long as the sun is shining, you'll be fine. But going, like, we don't go to the beach in the summer because it's just too hot. It's just uncomfortable. It's like sitting, trying to tan yourself on the surface of the sun. It's just not, the sun, sand is hot, the sun is hot, the wind is hot. If there is a wind, it's just unfun. Unheated pool. Yeah. Yeah. Who has a heated pool? Only HOAs and stuff like that have heated pools, like a commercial style thing. Like maybe if you have solar panels, you'll have a heated pool, but generally no, people still go swimming. So maybe, like I said, January, February, if there's like a freeze warning at night, but during the day it gets hot even when it's cold at night. So you can still go swimming. It's a year-round sport here. If you're on a swim team, it's all year. They will be swimming in January at night in an unheated pool. It's just crazy. They are crazy. There are not many. Whoops. I gotta quit talking and actually listen. Are there many non-HOA community pools in the area? Yeah, of course. You can go to, well, actually the FAST Center is at the Florida Aquatics Swims. I don't know what the team starts with anyway, but it's the FAST pool that just got its roof on it. So I think it's supposed to be done end of this year or early part of next year. But that is huge, massive, massive pool. They're going to try and make it as inexpensive as possible, like $5 to get in or something like that. You can only use the pool juniors. Yeah, no, it's a year-round thing here. And I think the FAST, that one's going to be heated. It has an indoor pool that's a competition. Like you can actually qualify for the Olympics in this pool. It's pretty cool. And then it's got an outdoor pool, and then it's got a splash pad for the kids and stuff. And then we've got over at Jervy Gant, we've got a pool that's got a slide. It's just a little slide, but still. That I think it's like $2 to get in and swim for like two hours, but they don't have that open year round. It's basically just for the summer. So, and then they've got one over on East Silver Springs Boulevard or West Silver Springs Boulevard. That one, I think it's at the Webb Center. That's the same thing. It's just a county park. And then if you're in like Silver Spring Shores, they have two pools. That's just their community pools. You don't have to pay anything at all as long as you're a resident of Silver Spring Shores. And somebody said that Marion Oaks has one. I think I've never seen it. We'll go with that. They have a splash pad, but I've never heard of Marion Oaks having a pool. But somebody said, oh, you're wrong, there's a pool. I'm like, okay. So, but yeah, there's community pools. Like you can go find a pool pretty much anywhere. There's a lot of the gyms and stuff that have the pools. You can go for the day for like $5 or something. So yeah, you can find a pool pretty much anywhere. Okay. Has your market cooled off? It has stabilized. We're going to go with it has stabilized. I'm not going to say it's cooled off because the prices haven't come down any. Not really. And we haven't gotten that many more houses on the market. But the huge round of buyers that were coming in during the winter, that isn't quite as there anymore. So there are still people moving down here. The ones that are moving down right now are probably getting a better deal than the ones that wait and move this winter, truthfully. Because as soon as, we've got COVID on the rise again and everybody's, going to be stuck at home, and there's some states that are not letting people out, and then you get cabin fever and they're like, Florida looks like they're having fun over at the beach. So everybody moves down here. So I think we're probably going to have a bit of a boost this winter, but we'll see. But right now with kids out of school and stuff like that, it did die down quite a bit. Because again, you know, everything was kind of open and everybody was out and about in their own areas. So, and the COVID, you know, numbers had kind of come down a little bit, but they're going back up and things are getting locked down a bit. And yeah, so we're probably going to have a little bit more of that this winter, because winters aren't fun. You know, you start dealing with ice and snow and all of that, and you're like, you know what? Florida's sounding pretty good. So we do have a lot of people that move down here in the winter. I personally wouldn't want to move from up north in the winter, but I also don't want to be like scraping snow and ice off cars either. So, you know, down here it's pretty mellow during the winter. In fact, that's actually our busier time. That's when we go out and do stuff. So, all right, before somebody tries calling me, it's the same person called 3 times and it wasn't for an emergency. But anyway, I'm going to talk to him. Anyway, before I call him back, I did want to go ahead. We are going to do a giveaway as promised. I promised on Monday we are going to give away. If anybody has thought about or has a cousin or a relative or something that they've thought about getting their Florida real estate license, I am actually giving away I'm basically doing a scholarship. That's basically what it is. So over on our website on greatexpectationsocala.com, there's actually a tab on there that says CE Shop. And on CE Shop, you can go ahead and get yourself registered to, you know, take your classes online for a Florida real estate license. So what I'm going to do is give away one of those. So if you go to greatexpectationsocala.com and then it says CE Shop, that is what I'm giving away. It's actually, I'm not doing the basic, I'm actually doing the standard. So I'm going to give away a standard. So what I'm going to do is for the next 24 hours, so it'll be Labor Day weekend thing, I am going to have all y'all that are watching this video and they're on here or whatever, I'm going to have you go ahead and text me at 352-817-1600. And I'm going to have you text me the words CE Shop. And we're going to take and go ahead and draw one of those names within 24 hours. So here at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, we're going to go ahead and draw a name out. And so text me at CE Shop. That's the word you need to text at 352-817-1600. And I will text you back and get your information, get you all set up and registered. So go ahead and text me at that anytime within the next 24 hours. And by 7 o'clock tomorrow, September 4th, we're going to go ahead and draw a name. And if you win, there we go. So you will actually be fully registered to take your class and get your Florida real estate license. So that'd be kind of cool. You do not have to work with my company. If you do get licensed, we would be more than happy to, you know, talk to you about joining our brokerage, but you don't have to. You don't even have to talk to me about it. This is just a giveaway that we're doing.